We'll hear argument next in Case 10-1293, Federal Communications Commission versus Fox Television Stations. General Verrilli.
Mr. Chief Justice, and may it please the Court. In its previous decision in this case, the Court observed that when a broadcast licensee takes a license for the free and exclusive use of a valuable part of the public domain, it also accepts enforceable public obligations.
The major objection is that one cannot tell what's indecent and what isn't. That it's FCC, the censor, that's saying Private Ryan is okay, Schindler's List is okay, but NYPD Blues is not.
Well, let me turn to that.
Could you digress for 1 minute to help me understand the procedural posture of this case? When it was here last time, we were dealing with an issue called fleeting expletives, and that was Fox.
And I agree with you, Justice Breyer, A, that this is a complex procedural posture. B, now, ABC makes an argument with respect to this broadcast that the nudity in the NYPD Blue episode is outside of the first subject matter criteria because it didn't have fair notice that buttocks would be considered sexual organs for purposes of application of this standard.
The broader point, General Verrilli, isn't it, is that no matter, even if you're right, that there are many non-vague applications of this commission policy, because it turns out that nudity they really sometimes it's allowed as to some body parts and sometimes it's not allowed, and the commission hadn't really said anything about it for 50 years. And the length of time doesn't seem to be what's indicative of anything?
Nudity on broadcast television is an exceedingly, exceedingly rare thing.
Well, I'm not so sure, because the examples were given of, I guess, excerpts from Private Ryan and from Schindler's List have been on television.
Yes, that's true, Justice Ginsburg, but again, I think that's another...
They did an excerpt from Hair. Could they televise that?
I think it would raise serious questions. I think very serious questions.
In the opera, the Metropolis case, there's a scene where a woman is seen nude entering a bathtub.
But then there's the chip that's available.
We certainly agree, Justice Scalia, with the point that was made in the Court's previous decision in this case that for example, the words that are in the Fox broadcast,
buttocks included.
It's not going to be long before it goes the way of vinyl records and 8-track tapes.
I hope that doesn't. I mean, I don't know about this instance. It's called Nude Awakening. It's about the sexual awakening of a child, and the whole thing was titillating.